student, and welcome to the new lecture, and this is our 14th lecture in the subject accountancy. Today we are picking a very important topic, that is the admission of partner. As you know, in your 12th class syllabus the partnership plays a very important role. There are 5 or 6 chapters which is related to the partnership, and previously we have just done with the fundamental of partnership, where we have just read about and learn about how the partnership form, what are the deed, what are the rules, regulation, and what are the accounting treatment. So today we will concentrate on the chapter and the topic, that is the admission of the partner. So here we are talk about how the partner comes, how the new partner comes in the existing partnership, and what are the changes and changes take place when a new partner comes. So the admission of the partner is a mode of reconstitution of the firm, because with this existing agreement, the existing agreement ends and the new agreement among all the partners come into the force. So with the coming of a new partner, what happens, it is just like the reconstitution of the partnership. Okay, what does it mean, the reconstitution? In the previous lecture I have just explained you about what do you mean by reconstitution. It is just like you are starting the partnership from the scratch. Here the firm is not going, but the partnership is going to be end, because with the coming of a new partner the reconstitution of the firm take place. So what is the effect of it? The previous partnership ends and the new partnership come into the existence. The new partnership where the new partner is also be the part of the partnership. Here the capital contribution of the new partner has share in profit and other condition are agreed upon. So here also the partner talk about the capital contribution by the new partner, how much the new partner is coming with the capital, and also they have talked about the profit sharing ratio, because when the new partner comes, it means the other old partner has to sacrifice their share. If it means that if there is a ratio between a 1, 2 or 3 partner, the 4th partner comes who is a new partner, it means that 3 partner is going to be sacrificed for the new partner. So they will also talk about the profit sharing ratio, because in the coming of the new partner the profit sharing ratio will also be changed. So according to the section 31 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, a partner can be admitted as the part of the firm if it is so agreed into the partnership deed, or in the absence of above, if all the partner agree for the admission. So it means that partner, the new partner, a new person can only be the partner in the partnership, or a new person can only become in the partnership if there is given in the deed. First, if it is agreed in the partnership deed, but in the absence of the partnership deed, or the deed is silent, then it is very important that if all the partner agree for the admission. So it means that there should be the consent of all the partner. Okay. Now when the new partner come, so new partner can get 2 important right. When the new partner come, he has acquired the 2 important right in the partnership. What are those? First is the right to share the future profit, and the second one is right to share the asset of the firm. So these are the 2 important rights the new partner has acquired when he enter into partnership. What are those? First is the right to share the profit. Every partner has a right to share the profit. Okay, because he is coming with the capital, contribution of the capital. Somewhere he is also giving the efforts to run or raise the firm or a business, so he is entitled for the profit. Second is the right to share the asset of the firm, because coming in the partnership with the consent of all the partner, when once the person become the partner in the partnership firm, he has also the right in the asset of the firm. So next is new partner receive. Also one more thing is that at the same time he becomes liable for any liability or loss incurred after the admission. It means if he is entitled and able to acquire the asset of the firm, he has a right to have the share in the profit. On the meantime, in the same way, he is also liable for any liability after when he become the partner in the partnership. He is liable for any liability. Also, if there is a loss, he is also has to bear the loss. Okay. Next, the new partner receive the share in future profit that is equal to sacrificing profit share given by the old partner. The new partner compensates sacrificing partner by the way of paying amount of the goodwill in the firm. When a new partner come, a very the change happens in the firm. What change happens? That is, I have explained you so many times that when a new partner come, the other partner has to give the share, has to give their own share to the incoming partner. So it means there is a profit and there is a goodwill. So profit and goodwill, how much the old partner is sacrificing their profit, has the new partner has to give that part of the goodwill, in the payment of the goodwill to the old partner in their sacrificing ratio. It means how much he is getting as a part in the profit sharing ratio, that incoming partner or a gaining partner has to give the amount of the share by the payment in the goodwill. The total existing amount of goodwill, we have to just find out how much the sacrifice, how is the gaining ratio. On that, we are to give the payment to the sacrificing partner. Now, what are the adjustments? When the new partner comes, it means the firm is going to be reconstituted. It is going to be a new start for the firm. So there are some adjustments. So adjustment required or admission of the partner. What are the adjustments? There are so many adjustments related to the asset, the liabilities, the partner's capital. So talk about the goodwill also. That also is very important aspect for calculation in the account. One by one we will going to start. First is change in profit sharing ratio. The first adjustment is that when a new partner comes, it means existing profit sharing ratio 100% going to be changed. So determining the new profit sharing ratio and also the sacrificing ratio. That is very important, because when a new partner comes, it is sure that the old partner has to sacrifice some amount of the share, and also when a new partner comes, you have to make a new profit sharing ratio. So that is, you are to work on that. Change in profit sharing ratio. The change in profit sharing ratio, there are two to calculate the your new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio, because sacrificing ratio plays a very important role for the compensation at the time of the sharing of the goodwill. Now next is valuation of adjustment of goodwill. As I have told you, when you just decided and calculated the new profit sharing ratio and the sacrificing ratio, with the sacrificing ratio you can adjust the valuation of goodwill. Okay, the goodwill, existing goodwill, that has to be divided to the basis of the sacrificing ratio. Third one is the adjustment of profit and loss arising from revaluation of asset and reassessment of the liability. In the previous chapter, I will also explain you about how the the revaluation account, where how you are going to be adjust all the increase and decrease of asset and liability, how you are going to be compare the increase and decrease and the gain and losses through the revaluation, how you are going to be transferred. The same here, you have to adjust the profit and losses which is coming by making of revaluation account by reevaluating the asset and reassessment of liability. When you compare the reassessment of liability and the revaluation of asset, you might have either there is a profit or there is a loss. That has to be also adjusted with the capitals of the partners. Now next is the adjustment of the reserves, accumulated profits and losses if any. So before entering the new partner, it is very important, if there are reserves, already there are reserves, accumulated profit, that has to also be adjusted before coming to the new partner, because the new partner has no role in these reserves and accumulated profit, or if there is a losses, because that is to be done by the old partners. Next is the adjustment of capital on the basis of sharing ratio. So all the things are to be adjusted where there in the old partner's capital, because it is very important to adjust all these things, because when the new partner come, it means to just avoid the disputes, so that the coming partner should not get the advantage of the old partners, and old partner should not be the loser when he comes. Things to settle all the things before the entry of the new partner. These are the adjustment. Now I will just going to concentrate on the main point, that is the calculation of valuation of goodwill. So here in first point, we have explain you determination of the new profit sharing ratio and the sacrificing ratio. Once you calculate the sacrificing ratio, your next step is to calculation of valuation of goodwill. How it is done? Now first of all, if the partner come with the cash, it means partner brought the cash. Okay, when he brought the cash, it means what will be the entry? That is the cash account debit to goodwill. What will be the entry? When the partner comes, it comes with the... So calculation goodwill now brought when the partner brought the cash. The new partner brought the cash for the capital. He brought the cash for the capital, and also the amount of the goodwill he has to be brought up, because when we calculate the sacrificing ratio, it means that with the coming of the new partner, there are some old partner who are the sacrificer in the profits. So that new partner has to compensate that the amount of the goodwill to the sacrificing partner. So if the new partner brought the cash, when he brought the cash, the entry will be cash account debit to the goodwill. Is coming, the cash is coming. Okay, so that's why we are debit. So when the partner brought the cash, okay, it means we are calculating the valuation of goodwill. So when the partner comes with the cash, he comes with the goodwill, the entry will be the cash account debit to goodwill. Okay, and if the partner doesn't come with the amount of the goodwill, then we are to adjust the partner's capital account by adjust the current value of the goodwill by giving the credit to the sacrificing partner and the debit to the gaining partner. It means here we have to just pass the only adjustment entry. Now talk about here, if there is the goodwill appear in the books, it's very important to understand, you people, that sometimes the goodwill is also appear in the books of account, and there is a amount of goodwill which is already appear in the books of account. We have to write off that, and one amount is that the present value of goodwill. Actually we are to calculate the sacrificing ratio, and the compensation is decided by the present value of the goodwill, not with the goodwill which is already appear in the books of account. So we are to, if there is the goodwill which is appear in the books of account, we have to first write off that. Okay, what will be the entry? By writing of the goodwill, that is old partner capital's account debit with their old ratio to goodwill account the amount of existing goodwill, okay, which is present in the books of account. Now we talk about the present value. It means adjust the current value of goodwill, giving credit to sacrificing partner and the debit to the gaining partner. The same we are just done here. So what will be the entry? The entry, we have the two method. Either you pass a one entry, that is the gaining partner capital account debit to sacrificing partner. Who is the sacrificing in the profit? Here will get the amount of the goodwill as in a compensation. Who is the gainer in the profit? They have to debit their capital. Either you pass this entry or you pass these two entry. That is, first entry will be the goodwill account debit to all old partner capital. Okay, here first entry you will do the goodwill account debit to old partners capital account with the old ratio, and the second will be the all partners capital account debit to goodwill. Okay, all partner here means the all partner, the old as well as the new incoming partner with their new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so here we talk about all the adjustment of the when the new partner comes, and we here concentrate and emphasis on the calculation, that is the calculation of the valuation of goodwill. So do revise at your home. Thank you.